Hello everyone, I am the Budget Dragon and I'm on an adventure to seek financial freedom. Welcome to my first cash stuffing video. This is my second video ever on YouTube. As I record this, I haven't actually uploaded the first one yet, so I have no idea if any of you have discovered me and are on the journey with me, but if you are, welcome and thank you. So I've actually got to do this as quick as I possibly can today. So without further ado, today I'm going to transfer funds into my new binders. I've just gone to the bank and I've collected all the money that I need, and then I'm going to take out the change that I have left over from last month, and I've got a penny savings challenge to show you, and then I'm going to be cash stuffing all the new cash into my new binders. So let's start. So first of all, let me just show you, this is all the money that I've just collected from the bank. They annoyingly didn't have any £50 notes, so I hope I got the recalculation correct, but I didn't have my notes with me, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to put them there for now. Oh gosh, I've just noticed I've got a new King Charles £5 note. Wow, I heard that these are pretty rare actually. I might be wrong, but well, that's exciting. I'll try not to spend that one then. So, okay, so let's put this aside. I don't know when I'll next use you, wallet, but you've served me well, thank you. So, let's take this. This is the sinking fund binder, and it has currently got my sinking fund folders in. You may notice, if you've seen my first video, I have since off camera gone back through and neatened up these labels because they were looking pretty scruffy. I did it in a little bit of a rush for the video, which probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. So let's see. Let's move these across there. Right, these are the sinking funds I've already got. So first of all, I've got gerbils, and I am keeping these. What's in here? So there's a £10 note and then some change. So yes, so this is empty now. This is my gerbil envelope that is now going to go in the bin or in recycling. So this is the change left over from when I bought some food for them. I'm going to keep all of this and keep it running over every month because gerbils I need to make sure that I always have enough for them. And I've got a subscription that comes out of Amazon every 2 months, and I need to make sure that I have enough for that. I'll explain more about that in a little bit. So, car maintenance, that is a nice easy £20, and that car maintenance can go in a bin and recycling. So that's a £20 note that just goes straight across to here. And then fuel, I don't actually have any notes to transfer across, so these will be notes, coins, that will go into the penny savings challenge. So they're not in a very good pile right now. Let me just try and neaten them up a little bit, and then I will put them over here for later. So that's all sorted. Great. Parking permit, I haven't got anything for it yet. Emergency savings. Let's pop these across. This is what I have for emergency savings. So there's 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, £70 to go into my emergency savings, which for a few weeks, that's quite impressive. I as I said last video, I found a £20 note in my old wallet and I'd forgotten it was there, so I put that straight in. I sold a skateboard that I did have fun with, but I decided that I actually want a longboard. I want to save up for that, and the skateboard I didn't get along with so well, so I sold that for £25. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember where else the other things came from. Oh yes, so my system for online spending is I have a savings buffer budget online for a couple of my categories, and for example, when I'm hanging out with friends, if I would otherwise spend money from my entertainment envelope, I tend to transfer money across to my friend's bank account because they don't use cash and it's just easier that way. And so when I did that, I then took a note out of my folder, which ended up being more than I'd transferred, but I took a note out and I put that straight into the emergency savings fund, and essentially I saved the extra few pounds that I would have otherwise left in here had I spent the money in cash. So that's how I'm doing it. I've got a buffer online, so if I transfer any money out of my bank account to whatever, to another account or to spend on Amazon or wherever, I will also take out cash from the envelope. So the remaining will go to savings no matter what. That's the idea. I don't know if any of that made any sense, but that's what I'm doing with that. So those are all transferred across. Fuel is now empty for the next month. So let's go to, let's just put that in there. And let's go to my spending wallet. So groceries first. So I don't think I have any notes left in this one, no. I do have some change though, which means I'm under budget last month, which I'm very pleased about. And honestly, this has already been a game changer of a system for me. I have spent so much money on food in the past, and obviously, yes, we need to eat, but if I have cash, I don't tend to want to spend all of it. And so various little impulse purchases I avoid. So I'm not going to count all of these pockets of change individually. I'm just going to put it all together and count it all together because I want to just get it all done quickly. So no notes for groceries. Entertainment. So here is the change from my entertainment. I've got a few pounds left there. Eating out is expensive. So my entertainment budget basically covers any activities that I do that aren't grocery, spending with the groceries, and miscellaneous is any sort of side thing that I need to spend, if I go to the pharmacy or if I have to pay unexpected small bill or something like that. That's where miscellaneous goes. And actually for miscellaneous, I think I have only got, oh no, I have a £5 note. Brilliant. That will go straight into savings. And then I've got what looks to be 10 pence if I can get it out. See, that's another thing with these envelopes. It's so tricky to get the coins out and it's just all scrappy. So I'm very glad to be rid of that. So yes, the change is going to go into the penny savings challenge. All of this change is going into the penny savings challenge. So this goes into the emergency savings. Another £5. Wonderful. And there we go. So that's that. I won't bother doing it up just yet because I'll be opening it in a second. Okay, so that's all done. I'm going to now start the penny savings challenge, but before I do that, I will count out the coins that I have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, £10, £11, 10, 20, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 42, £11, 42. For now, this is a temporary system. I'm going to put all my coins in here, so be warned, headphone users, sorry. I have actually spotted a really, really cool piggy bank online that I really would like to get, but I'm holding off because I have a very tight budget and I cannot afford it just yet. But I will buy it hopefully very soon, and when I do, you'll obviously see that. So, right, okay, I have the penny savings challenge, and I said it has a twist. My twist is that I designed it myself, which isn't a massive twist. Because I am the budget dragon, I thought what better way to illustrate the penny savings challenge, for the first time at least, I don't know if I'll always do this, is to have dragon eggs to colour in. I slightly regretted that decision once I was about halfway down. I got very impatient, and maybe even earlier than that, and I just wanted to get it done. So that some of them are a bit questionable and it's not the neatest, but I figured once it's all coloured in, you won't really notice that. So yes, so that's my penny savings challenge. This is the first time I've done this, and bear with me, I'm still figuring it out, so let's see if I can do it right. 1142, that's actually quite a lot. I'm going to just start with the big numbers. -1, and that is 1042. Let's just open this up. Bear with me, I'm very, very new to this, so let's just see. I'm going to pick a couple of random colours, so let's pick lilac and blue. I guess I don't need to put all of this aside, that would get too complicated, so I'm just going to fill that in. Let's just colour them in like that. That's that one. That's very scruffy, never mind. It looked beautiful in my head. And now take away 99. I'm going to do this all at once because this will take forever, and I think while I'm doing this I'm going to time lapse it. Oh. Oops, okay, start again. And 8p left over, so I'm going all the way down to 89, I think it was. There you go, and so, what was it? Oh, 8p still left. Oh, I did it the other way around. Haha, well, 100 is a different number anyway. So that's the penny savings challenge so far. Let's pop this back in here. I realised I probably should have made this slightly smaller so it was easy to fit in, but never mind. There we go. That can go in my folder here. Let's put this in front of, oh no, let's put it at the back. Let's put it at the very back. And there we go. Sorted, lovely. Oh, that's fun. That's my first ever challenge. I'm not planning on doing loads of challenges at once, like I see some channels bravely do that. I feel like if I tried to do too many things at once, I'd end up completely getting lost and distracted and overwhelmed, and I know I have a tendency to get overwhelmed very easily. If I get really into something new, I try and do all the things and then I crash and burn after a few weeks. So I really don't want that to happen with this. So I'm only doing this one savings challenge for now, and we'll see how things go. Maybe once I complete this, I might move on to something different. But yes, so let's put these all in here. I'm going to lower the volume so headphone users aren't going to suffer. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's easily covered the bottom. I'm happy with that. Let's put that over here in the corner there. There we go. Okay, now we're on to the cash stuffing. So I'm going to show you quickly. This is the slip that I used for the bank last time. These show the number of notes of each denomination that I needed, and to work that out, excuse the really scrappy handwriting, I listed out the budget categories that I wanted to cash stuff for, and I listed the amounts. I didn't do that this time, but I listed the amounts that I needed, and then I calculated how many notes I wanted for each. So all of these notes add up to that total, and it's just a way to kind of make sure that I wasn't just carrying a load of 20s around, or I'd have some £5 notes for smaller purchases perhaps, just to give it a bit of variety as well. So then I totaled all of these numbers up, and that's how I got that, and I added them all up to make sure I had the right number. And last month I did start just after payday, so I'd already spent some money out of my categories, and I had fewer categories anyway, so my total cash I took out last month was 190, but it is more than that this month for a number of reasons I won't go into. So this is the calculations that I did for this month. You can't really read that. I'd be surprised if you could read that. So it's fuel, groceries, entertainment, miscellaneous, gerbils, car maintenance and parking, because I've just paid the annual parking payment in full. There are other car payments that are coming up early next year, but for now I'm going to just start monthly saving towards this one as I've paid it in full. That's just £10 a month I've worked it out to be, so I'll see how I do in the next few months. I might be able to put more towards the other payments, but for now it's just car maintenance and parking, and I'll cross that bridge when I come to it with the insurance and all of that. So yes, so that's the calculation that I did, and then this is the written out denominations totaling £300. There's another, I think, 80 online budget, which is the, as I mentioned, it's the savings buffer that I've just set up. So in total I took out, I think it was 380 off my current amount in the bank. I've got a little bit of a savings buffer in there because my income is fluctuating in the next few months, so I'm pretending that I have much less than I have just so that I don't end up spending what might end up needing to be my rent in 2 months' time. So I budgeted myself 380 in total. £80 of that is going into savings at the end of the month, whether that's from the envelopes or whether that's what's left over from online. If it's left over online, I'm just going to leave it where it is because, as I said, I've got a fluctuating income right now, so I'm not going to put it into a savings account in case I need it straight away. So, but anyway, £300. I did come across an issue in the bank, as I think I mentioned. They didn't have any £50 notes, so that was for my fuel. So I had a bit of a crisis moment where I was trying to mentally do maths without my notes with me, and I don't know if I've got it right, so we shall see. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5, 80, 5, 90, 5, 300. The 20s are mostly replacing the 50s, but I have yet to figure out if that's actually going to work. So I'm going to start with the lowest denominations first. So I need 2 £5 notes for entertainment. Let's put this King Charles one aside just in case. That's 5 and that's 10 in there. And I need a £10 note for that as well. So let's put that in there too. I also need a 20. Sorry, I'm not very organised with this. I don't have a cash tray and I'm not going to try and spend a whole bunch of money on that when I can save it instead. So excuse the mess, but it's just going to have to be the way it is for now. So 20, 30, 35, 40. I will count it before I put it in the envelope next time. Note to self. Miscellaneous needs £20 and that's £10 and 2 fivers. So 10, 15, 20. It goes in miscellaneous. That's that sorted. And then groceries needs £60. So that's 2 20s. 20, 40, they're both the Queen. 20, 40 and 2 £10 notes. 50, 60. I will see how it goes having all of this in one go to spend. I'm generally pretty good. If I need to split it in half so that I budget fairly across the month, then I'll do that next month, but I'm just going to trial this to see how I do with this one. Because last month I only had 40 because I'd already spent nearly £20 online. So right, so that's that one. So that's all of these sorted. Lovely. So I'm leaving fuel to the end to figure out the £50 problem. So Gerbils is a cumulative fund. It's already got some money in there, but I'm going to add to it. So Gerbils are having 2 tenors and 2 fivers. That comes to £30. I've also got a £30 online buffer because there are some purchases that I need to make online. So 2 tenors, 1, 2 and 2 fivers. This is to make sure that anything I buy online I have enough change for. So this is the other fiver. I am hoping that I won't need to spend this because I have heard they're quite rare. Let me just see. Oh no, there's a tenner in there already. No, there's a fiver in one of these other ones. Emergency savings. So presuming that I won't need to use this for a little while, I'm going to swap one of these out and put this one in here just in case I regret spending it. So 10, 20, 25, 30 goes into gerbils. That's a nice little pocket of money in there for my little babies. And then what's next? Car maintenance needs £10. No, £20. £20 in here. And then parking permit is the one that needs £10. I had to, for these binders, I discovered that if I had them all of the same direction, the zips together were too thick to properly be able to close the binder, so I've alternated them so they close in opposite directions so that it doesn't bulk it out too much. So £10 for parking, and emergency savings I've done. Okay, so now it's just the fuel left, so let's just count what I've got left over to see if I've done it right. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120. So what I wanted to do was, my fuel tank costs just under £60 at the moment. That's how I had some change last month. But I'm anticipating needing to possibly fill my tank twice this month because I'm travelling in a couple of weeks for a family holiday. So this was what confused me earlier. So bear with me while I figure that out, that I've got the right amounts, because I wanted to really split them into. It doesn't really matter, but never mind. So 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 50, 60. Oh, it does actually work out fine. I was being an idiot. I don't necessarily need these 2 tenors, but I've got them anyway, so that's fine. I can just put this in fuel. That means that I actually have, in case I don't spend it all, I might end up with a tenner at the end, and that can go into my savings. So I'm not complaining about that. So let's put that in here. Sorry, I try not to ramble, but I do end up talking quite a lot, and I really hope it doesn't annoy people. I will try to limit my chatter, unless you like it, in which case do comment if you're watching this. But yes, there we go. Okay, so that's all sorted, I think. Yes, okay. So that's the end of this video. Sorry if it seemed like I was rushing a lot, because I am rushing because I've got something to do after this. Thank you so much to anyone who is watching this. Please give me feedback if there's anything that you think I could do to improve. As I said, I'm very, very new to this. This is my second ever video. I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a long time. So I'm very excited to finally have a channel, and I hope I get at least 1 subscriber. That would be pretty cool. So yes, please leave a comment down below, as I said, for any suggestions that you might have. I'm open to trying some things. I might not try everything, depending on what it is. As I said, I'm quite limited right now with what I'm doing. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will say there are some exciting ideas that I have for the future. I am very impatient, so it's going to be very difficult to hold back. I'm forced to hold back because I don't have unlimited money. So I don't quite know yet how often I will be filming. I'm not sure if I will film again until next payday. I might do a mid-month sort of check-in. Maybe might do another penny savings challenge if I feel like I'm on track with my spending. But yes, I don't know yet. Stay tuned, please. If you'd like to subscribe, I'd be extremely grateful. And yes, thank you. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and see you all soon. Bye.